Good morning, this is Bruce. Welcome to my shop again. I'm just going to do a quick review of where we're at with a couple of projects and what has come in yesterday to be turned around today. First and foremost is I got a call from a client, and he needed an extension to a socket so that when he put that socket inside of a tube, then they'd be able to, clamped in a very large vise, then they'd be able to put a chain pipe clamp and connect it to the 10-ton overhead crane with a torque arrangement, and be able to torque that up to the preset torque. So he set the socket up, and that's it. It's a 60mm socket. And I've pre-machined it to be able to weld onto that, and I've machined a little bit of the square out of here so that I can get a plug to join between this and the handle that's required. This is the handle. It's 3 foot long, about 900mm long, and I've machined it clear inside and a little bit on the outside, and that's the plug I've made up out of 4140, and that plug will slip in here. It slips onto the onto the nut, onto the socket. It'll be welded here, be welded inside, and it slips in here, and with a little bit of a gap we'll be able to weld that together. Job done. So that'll be happening this morning. Another job that's come in, I don't know what this is. It's part of an exotic tool, but at any rate it has to have some modifications machined into it, and that's another job that needs to be urgently done this morning. It's quite a complex piece of a bar that had been machined out to suit something. It's obviously has something slides in it, and I know it has a bearing inside, and something else turns around. It's not mine to ask what these are for, just to do them. It's another job where somebody has made up this socket with a plate on it, but they couldn't introduce the pin to it. The pin, they got this far, and the pin was stuck, so I've reamed that out, and that's ready to go back to the client. The fourth item we have is the core cutter, which I showed in a previous video, and I've now machined the pins for it. I've got to drill the holes in for the safety pin, and I'll be using some 400-pound cable, which I'll be locking into that pin and fitting it to the side so that they don't lose those pins, and the same with the retaining pin. Everything else has been done. All the bolts have been changed now to stainless. I've made the pin for the blade. That's to go on the blade, and the same thing. I've now all I have to do now is to drill the hole, put the cable in for retention, top and bottom, and this will go out to the client this morning. So there you have it. That's this morning's update on Bruce's workshop. Oh, by the way, while we're at it, just to thank Adam for the feedback and backwards and forwards, the two of us, and also to thank Keith Fenner. The jumper and cap arrived, and they're very, very nice. Certainly, I've got to find out from him how come he manages to wear these light coloured ones and not get a drop of oil on them, or else his laundry is excellent, or else he's just got such a big stock of them that he's just throwing them away after every movie. Anyway, that's one to have a chat with Keith about, and encourage people to keep an eye on my my site. Thank you very much.